If the graph of x plus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0, is perpendicular to the graph of ax plus 3y plus 2 equal to 0, then a equals one of the 5 following choices. So let's look at the first equation first. The first equation says that x plus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Now this is a linear equation, but it's not in the form that you're probably accustomed to seeing, and that form is y is equal to mx plus b, slope-intercept form. So let's make this first equation look like that form. So we're going to do that by getting y by itself. So we're going to subtract x off both sides, and then we're going to subtract 3 off both sides. And then we're left with 2y is equal to negative x minus 3. Y is still not by itself, still has a factor of 2, so we're going to divide that factor of 2 off both sides, and then y is equal to, and this 2 is going to distribute into both of these top subterms, so that's negative 1/2 x minus 3/2. And then this again is equation 1 written in slope-intercept form. And now it becomes clear to see that the slope is negative 1/2. So we can say the slope for the first equation, m sub 1, is equal to negative 1/2. Well, the second equation is perpendicular to the first equation, so we know that it's going to have a slope that is the negative reciprocal of the first equation slope. So the negative reciprocal of negative 1/2 is just positive 2. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and look at the second equation. So we have ax plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. And again, let's also get this into y is equal to mx plus b form. So we're going to get y by itself by subtracting ax off both sides, and we will also subtract 2 off both sides. And then we're going to be left with 3y is equal to negative ax minus 2. Y is still not by itself because we have this factor of 3, so we're going to divide off that factor of 3. And we have to do that to both sides, so then we are left with y is equal to negative 1/3. 1/3, or I'm sorry, I should say negative a over 3x minus 2/3. So again, the 3 divided into both of those two top subterms. So now that it's in y is equal to mx plus b form, so y is equal to mx plus b, you can see that the slope is negative a over 3. So this again is the second equation written, this is equation 2, written in y is equal to mx plus b form. And we know the slope for the second equation is negative a over 3. So negative a over 3, well, that's equal to 2, which we solved for earlier. And so now let's just get a by itself. So we're going to multiply this by negative 3. And we're going to multiply the other side by negative 3. And then these 3's cross off, the negatives cancel each other out, and then you're just left with a is equal to negative 6. And that is your answer, A.